10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Oh, Leo popped in here. What's up, Leo? Happy Treason Day.
As they call it in a certain very sad tea-drinking, beans on their toast
Beans
nation.
on toast. Just some things that just aren't right in the world. That is one of them. Beans on toast. What's wrong with you people? I don't know. Is there any of you people out there? I don't know. I've got some subscribers who are British. They're probably celebrating today, but no, that's not true. That's not true because some of them live here.
Well, they would find my little icon for today very offensive then.
What is that?
Yeah, a special version of our national flag.
I can't.
This USS Serapis flag. Made by John Paul Jones when he captured the British ship Serapis. And all he had was a letter to describe to a local Dutch seamstress on what the flag looked like, and that's what they made him.
Okay. Well, I did want to start today's chat out with something. It's just going to be audio. I cannot play the video. Hell, I don't even know if I can play the audio.
Porn? Cool.
Yeah, porn. It's a kind of porn. We'll see if I can get away with playing the audio. I should be able to get away with playing the audio. But I know I can't play the video. So, if you guys can't hear this, just let me know.
Good morning.
Y'all can hear that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aircraft from here will join others from around the world.
Just sit back and enjoy.
I got it.
Launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind.
Greatest speech ever made.
Words should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
There we go. Yes. Yes. You gotta play that every year, man. I haven't watched that yet. I'm gonna watch that later tonight. We did watch The Patriot earlier today. So we
Same here, same here.
Yeah, watch The Patriot. Me, my wife, the kids. We all sat down and watched it. And then now we've got to watch that one. We haven't watched it yet because my ass fell asleep because I was tired because we went to that parade this morning, and I again walked around outside forever. So got home, watched Patriot, took a nap
With the Hugo Boss suit.
with my Hugo Boss suit. Yeah, it was fun. Nah, we had fun, man. We went out and we just like went around and passed out candy to kids in the parade. You know, all the kids get on the side of the road and with their bags,
The youth.
sit there and hand out candy and shit. So it was cool. We had fun. It was a good day. Got to take the kids out, so they had fun. So it was nice. It was a good day. So what y'all do today?
Went to Burger King, bought beer, and now I'm here. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I did a little bit more than Leo did. Watched The Patriot, then watched Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah, another great movie. Yeah.
Then watched We Were Soldiers.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that one in a while.
Oh yeah, it felt right watching it today. Then right before you sent me the link, I just finished watching Band of Brothers while doing weapon maintenance on Independence, my M1 Garand.
Nice.
Well, I did watch episode 3 of Dan to Dan, so there's that.
Oh,
Okay, Leo. That is the one next to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That is one of the most weird animes out there that I feel like you need to be on acid or something to watch.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's an anime.
And then, okay, see, that's why I don't know what it is.
Yeah, see, the last anime you probably watched, Matt, was Robotech.
No.
It was One Piece, right?
Yeah, I watched One Piece. I fucking watched some Naruto. I watched like Ninja Scroll, Akira, and Vampire Hunter D like once a year, which is old anime, but it's the anime I grew up with, and those are great movies. So
Actually, I was shocked to learn that this year is the 30th anniversary of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing.
still never watched that. That was one of those shows that I just kind of like missed the boat on. You know what I mean? Like I think when they were starting to, I think I started to watch it when they were playing it like on, was it Toonami or Adult Swim or something like that? They were playing some, I think it was Gundam Wing, on one of the blocks with like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. Back in the, let's say the 2000s or something. Oh, nice strikes here. And I started to watch it, but then I had friends who were like, okay, so if you're going to watch this, you got to watch this Gundam and 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 this Gundam. And it just like turned me off from the whole thing.
You don't have to watch them
because I was like, okay. And then by that point, it was just like, okay, this is just too much to watch. I'm never gonna watch this. So I've just never watched it because it just felt like there's just too much to go back and rewatch. So I just haven't done it.
The problem is not every Gundam series is in the same universe.
Yeah, it's a metaverse.
I mean, if you're gonna watch Gundam, watch the original, Mobile Suit Gundam. I guess you can watch the TV series, but they did long form movies back in the day that were better, honestly. Those are good. You can watch like Mobile Suit Gundam, was it 0080?
Yeah. Now you're doing it. Oh, you can watch this. Oh, you can watch this. Oh, you can watch this. Oh, you can watch this.
Well,
those are the only ones I recommend watching.
And now you know what? Thank you for just reiterating why I don't watch it. This is why I don't watch it.
See, the ones he was naming off are all in the main Gundam timeline of UC. The one I recommend to people to get them into the franchise is Gundam 00 because it's set in our timeline.
00 is such bullshit. I hated that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm never gonna watch Gundam. I'm just gonna be stubborn now and never watch Gundam.
Hold on. When the fuck haven't you been stubborn?
I think there was a couple of minutes. I think there was a couple minutes right after I was born.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
Whenever he has intimate time with Mrs. Ammo.
No. It's whenever he gets triggered by sprinkles.
You know, I ate a brownie with sprinkles on it last week.
How was it?
Well, I dusted off as many of the sprinkles as I could, but some of them were still stuck on there. It was a good brownie. It was a good brownie. It was like a brownie that had like cheesecake frosting on it.
Ooh.
Or not cheesecake, cream cheese frosting. You know the cream cheese frosting? It was good. It was a good brownie. I got past the saving grace was that the sprinkles were not the hard crunchy ones. They were a little bit softer, so they didn't piss me off as much. You know what I mean? So,
see, I'm the opposite. I like the crunchy ones more. Than
fuck that shit. No, sir. But so I actually did for the first time in years. I actually consumed something that had sprinkles on it. I'm not going to make it a habit, but it happened.
Amazing.
It did happen. So.
Hell is freezing over as we speak.
It is.
Yep.
It really is.
So
how was the parade?
It was good. We had fun. We talked about it a little bit before the chat or during the chat at the beginning, but yeah, had fun. Went out there, passed out candy. Was all, you know, we had to go out in our uniforms, so everybody was fucking sweating like a motherfucker. And it's like I don't know, man, it was like 89 degrees outside, and so I'm fine, and everybody I'm with is like, I think I'm gonna have a heat stroke. And I'm like, y'all are a bunch of fucking pussies. Y'all need to go down to South Texas in fucking July and tell me this shit. I was fucking having a great time. I was the only one that wasn't like looking like I was about to pass out from the heat, because it was only like 89 degrees. Like, it wasn't that hot.
Is it like a normal uniform, or is it like the more fancy dress style uniform, which is normally made out of the heavy can't breathe shit?
It's made out of, well, I don't have it here. Let me see if I'll show you what it's made of. The pants, of course, are like all like some fucking weird, like polyester fucking.
Ooh, polyester.
I don't know if it's polyester. Honestly, I don't know. They're fucking uniform pants. This is my shirt. This is one of my shirts. If I can get it fucking pulled up here. Like, it's like a fucking. It's a.
Kind of like a combat style shirt.
Yeah, it's a police uniform shirt is what it is.
Right.
So
it's that standard cotton material.
Yeah, but it does have like some of the sides that are like breathable. That you can kind of like see. I don't know, you can't on here, but you can kind of see through it. So it lets.
Yeah, you can a little bit. Yeah, you
can
see
that,
through
So I'm wearing like just like this, like a black T-shirt under that shirt with my pants and my boots and all my shit. And I've got my my gun and everything, and my duty belt and all that shit. And yeah. So anyway, so I fucking I was fine. I mean, I was sweating a little bit because, you know, I'm out in the sun, but it wasn't hot. You know what I mean? You know how when you sweat just because the sun's on you, but like if you were in the shade, you'd be fucking fine.
Yeah, if you're in the
shade.
Yeah.
That's all it was. So I had a nice little clean sweat going on, but like the other dudes I was with that I work with, they were like fucking looking like they were about to drop. I'm like, it's fucking 89 degrees out, bro. Calm your fucking tits, you bunch of pussies. Anyway, and by the way, one of them, good friend of mine, he's also the one that when he was like, because you know it was still like fucking freezing over here all the way up through May. And he was bitching every day. Oh, I can't wait for summer. I can't wait for summer. I can't wait for summer. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna enjoy this fucking cold ass weather as long as it lasts. And now that fucking quote unquote summer's here, fucker was out there bitching, talking about he's having a heat stroke. Hey, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I just love that. It's the same people who say, I can't wait for summer, that bitch about summer heat and humidity. And then winter comes and they go, I fucking hate winter. I want summer. And I go,
Here's the thing. I'm consistent. I've been bitching about real heat for a long time and saying I love the cold. And when I moved down here in the middle of a fucking blizzard, and for the first 3 months I lived here, it was still fucking snowing and icing over, I was fucking loving it and enjoying it and talking about how awesome it was every fucking day. Because, see, I'm consistent.
That you are.
I like cold weather.
same here.
Weather. I would much rather be in cold weather than fucking hot weather.
Not me.
So.
Well, I find it funny because all the people I work with at the plant go, don't you freeze during the winter when you walk to work? I'm like, nope. It's called layering, people.
Yeah, no shit. Well, that's the thing, too. Like, when we moved, like, I have still, you know, because we moved down here mid-February. Literally, a blizzard moved in the day we got here. And I have yet to buy any winter clothes here. I just layer the clothes that I already owned from Texas, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? I think I bought some gloves. That was it. I'm wearing the same fucking, like, jackets that I already owned. I haven't bought any fucking crazy-ass, you know, clothes or anything like that. Same shit. I just fucking put on some layers. A T-shirt, maybe another shirt. If it's really fucking cold, a sweater, and then my jacket. If it's not, just 2 shirts and a jacket. Throw some gloves on. Fuck. Got my little beanie hat on, you know. A little knit cap. Cover up my bald ass head. And I'm good to go. So.
And don't forget the wool socks. Sometimes in the winter, wool socks are a must.
I don't have any wool socks. I just got the regular shit.
Yeah, well, when you're wearing boots, I'm gonna tell you, in the winter, wool socks are a must.
I just have my duty boots, and I just wear regular black socks. So, but anyway, what's up, chat? I don't know. We're just kind of rambling on today. This is just a 4th of July chat. Nothing, no specific topics, anything like that. I mean, the only political thing going on right now is Trump's supposed to sign the big, beautiful bill today.
I thought he did already.
He might have already done it. Like, I looked about an hour ago and he hadn't done it because he was going to do it at, they're doing a 4th of July celebration at the White House, and he was going to do it at that celebration.
Yeah.
So as of like an hour ago, I don't think he had done it. But he's supposed to sign that today. So a lot of people are happy. A lot of people are mad. I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, there's a bunch of bullshit in it, but there's some good stuff in it. But at the same time, they dropped shit that I cared about the most. So that's not even fucking in it at all. So,
well, thanks to the big beautiful bill now bringing the tax stamps to $0. The GOA, Second Amendment Foundation, and a whole bunch of other like pro-gun PSAs, I think, are all joining together on a lawsuit to challenge it now, on the basis that it's a tax and that the registry that governs the NFA is based on to see if you paid the tax.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tax. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What it started out as. It was a tax because they could not ban these items. They thought, hey, we can't ban these items because they're constitutionally protected, so we can just tax them the tax code and the what's the words I'm looking for? I'm blanking on the specific. It's specifically the one part of the tax code about selling things across state lines.
Intercommerce clause.
Yeah, it's the Commerce Clause. Fuck, I couldn't remember that. It's the tax code and specifically the Commerce Clause that gives the NFA power. So yes, no, exactly. If there's no longer a tax, then it's a pointless fucking law.
Yep, that's why all those organizations, like the next day, filed a lawsuit saying, "Hey, since we don't have to pay the tax stamp anymore, this law and the registry that exists with it is now illegal."
Yep. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, it was never the $200 that was why I never got any NFA items. It was the fact that I'm not wanting to buy stuff that has to be put on a fucking NFA registry. So hopefully they'll get it if they get it knocked off, then I'll be buying some fucking suppressors and shit and some stocks for my my pistols. So I would like to see that. Don't know if it'll happen, but it would be nice. So Mr. Scary's out there dropping a super chat. Thank you, sir. Said, just got my fudge packed at Uranus Fudge Factory. Yeah, you did. You sneaky bastard. Woo! Mm-hmm. I hear Uranus Factory is a great place to go get your fudge packed. That's what I've heard. I've never been there myself. I usually self-pack my own fudge.
Well, it's not hard to find. It is in the town of Uranus.
Yeah. So lovely. Just lovely. Let me do a roll call here. I haven't done a roll call in a while. Let me see who's actually out there commenting. We've got Vulcan Rumble, Tomcat, Sam Vanderkey, PNW Nature Dude. We got Paul Senior, Dino Spumoni, Randy Butternubs. We got Chris Ondo, Dark Passenger. By the way, Dark Passenger, you got that new season of Dexter coming up. Very excited. I need to finish the last season,
right?
Which is the prequel season. I think I only got halfway through it. The one where he's like a kid and first starts to work as an intern at the police station. I haven't got through that all yet, so I need to catch up and watch the last half of that season before the new season comes out. Let's see who else is out there. Andy Contreras. Fucked up your name. I know I did. Let's see. Scott79 is out there. Who else? Ohio Gun Geek. Hey, what's up, Jared? Jared's out there. Who else? Sean Bain, which always makes me want to say Sean Bean, the man who has died in everything he's ever done. Brian Burney's out there. We got Ghost Shadow out there. Mr. Knives. What's up, Mr. Knives? What's up, Engine Guy? So, but anyway, Dark Passenger says, wasn't so much for the new ones, but I still give it a watch. There's only been the two new seasons. One was Dexter, was it Resurrection or whatever it was called?
Something like that.
I can't remember. I liked that a lot. Like a lot of people, I think what happened with that, because before me and my wife watched it, everybody said it was just awful and it was just this horrible show and all this stuff. And we were like, well, they were, let's just watch it. Let's see. We like Dexter, and the last couple seasons of Dexter weren't great. And nobody really liked that ending to Dexter of like, oh, he's dead. Oh, no, wait, he's alive. And then I watched the show, and I really liked that season of, him living in the small northeastern town and all that shit and everything that happened in it. I'm not going to go into it if you haven't watched that. No spoilers. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. And my guess was all that anger over the end of the main series just kind of that those mad feelings just carried over into that season, because I thought the season was really good. Like I really liked Resurrection or whatever it's called. And then the prequel series, I did not finish it, but do not take that as a review of what I thought of it, because I really liked it. I don't remember what happened. I think it was because it, we were trying to watch it around the time we were moving, and so we only got through like half of it, and then we just haven't gone back and finished it. But I really like that as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I like them a lot. Officer Taylor Hater dropped into Super Chat, says, Matt, are you going to see the new Superman, Jurassic World, and Fantastic Four at the theaters? So Superman, yes, I already have my tickets. Fantastic Four, yes. Obviously don't have tickets because I don't think they're for sale yet. Jurassic World, we watched it at home last night. However, I did fall asleep, so I need to finish it. I only got like half through it. So I gotta get through that. The first half was decent. Although watching the first half, I can see why people were saying what they were saying, which is basically like, it's just very derivative. It's like, there's nothing new in it. Like, it's not a bad movie. But like, if you've seen all the Jurassic Park movies, there's just not really a lot new they've done in this movie, right? There's another reason that they have to go back to one of the Jurassic Park islands for some scientific discovery, and of course things go wrong. You know, that type of shit.
Yeah, because every time you go to those islands with those dinosaurs on it, something always goes wrong.
Chaos theory.
So
I was gonna ask, do you usually go to those like first day releases on movies on theaters?
well, it depends on the movie, but yeah, like for Superman and stuff like that, like stuff I'm actively interested in, hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go see Fantastic Four. I don't like the fact that they have the Silver Surfer being a woman this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go see it. I don't know what to expect. Marvel's really fucking hit or miss since Endgame. So
because of Kathleen Kennedy, make it lame and make them gay.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna go watch it. It's a fucking Marvel movie. I usually watch all the Marvel movies. Yeah.
I have no desire to watch Fantastic Four whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm like whatever with it.
Or Superman.
I've told this all the stories many times before. Superman was my first, at like 4 or 5 years old, I started reading old 60s comics. Superman is like my entry into superheroes and comics and all that shit as a kid. He's one of my favorite characters.
So it was also your entry to DC, wasn't it?
It was my entry into everything. Like every comic superhero. I started reading them at like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Like I was teaching myself to read by reading old Superman comics. I'm
not sure if that's good or bad.
And so, I'm gonna see a Superman movie regardless.
Right.
The other side of that is I really like the trailers. Like I've liked the trailers a lot. They look really good. I don't know if the movie's gonna be good, but I'll tell you what, the trailers for Superman look way better than the trailers for Fantastic Four. And if you had asked me
I agree.
6 months ago which one I was more excited about, just because of its connection to all of the Marvel movies, even the bad ones, but most Marvel movies in the last 15 years have been really good, I would have said I was more excited about Fantastic Four. But after watching the trailers, I'm much more excited about Superman.
Yeah.
So I mean, not that had it been the other way around, I wouldn't have gone to see Superman at the movies. I still would have, but I hope it's good, man. I hope it's good. I want it to be good. I don't need it to be perfect. I just need it to be a good, fun Superman movie that is 2 hours of enjoyment. If I can go to the movies and get 2 hours of enjoyment, it doesn't have to be the best movie in the world, but as long as it doesn't like shit on the character you know, and it's fun and has good characters in it and gives me a good fun story, I'm cool, you know. I don't expect much, you know what I mean? I read all kinds of comic books, and trust me, growing up is reading as many comic books as I did as a kid. Half of them fucking suck, right? Because comic books, it's like once a month, you got to come up with a fucking story, and half the fucking issues of any comic book character that get put out on a monthly basis aren't very good. They're filler stories, right? So, but they can still be fun.
Or you get those
the movie.
Or you get the big story arcs that cross like all the characters in the franchise, like the Darkest Night or Blackest Night event DC had during the New 52.
Yeah.
You know, since we're on the topic of DC, you know what I'd like to see be made in an actual live action movie? The story of the Red Hood. Jason Todd. That would be cool. That would be a good way.
I don't know if you do that. Like I don't know if that's yes, no, absolutely that would be an awesome movie. I don't know if they do that movie ever. You would have to I think to make that a movie, you would have to have a successful franchise where these characters have already been established. Right. You know what I mean? Because you can't just drop, like in the animated stuff, they would do that. They did do that. They did do a Red Hood movie in the animated series. But for like a live action, big budget movie, like you're not going to drop that unless all the characters are well known by people who will go see this movie, which the average moviegoer, despite what us comic book geeks would love to believe, has never read a fucking comic book in their life. You know, so you have to like it would. You know how I would look at it would be very similar, and I think this is the path you take is you do a movie where Jason Todd gets killed by the Joker. And then you do the Red Hood movie.
So yeah, you would have to do The Longest Joke.
Yeah, very similar.
That's another good one.
It would have to be very similar to Captain America: First Avenger and Captain America: Winter Soldier. You know what they do with Bucky, because it's a very similar story to Bucky. Just in tone and overall kind of theme beats and things like that, where you have a character that's assumed dead that comes back as a different character. Like, it was done very well in those two movies. You know what I mean? So you'd have to do something like that. You'd have to actually, you can't just, you'd have to have established Jason Todd as Robin and his death.
But I still think it would make for a good movie.
Huh?
I still think it would make for a good movie, though.
Oh yeah, if they did it right, it would make a great movie. Yeah.
Well, remember in the Dark Knight trilogy, they did introduce Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
They did.
So it wouldn't be too far of a stretch to make maybe another Batman movie where it has the Joker killing, Jason Todd off.
No, not at all. You could do it. You could do a version of the Killing Joke. Yeah, you could do a version of or not the Killing Joke, but you could do a version of that storyline and then turn that into a movie. It's turn the movie like the movie starts with like something coming out of the Lazarus pit right there. Because that's what Rage did. Rage took the body and just literally threw it in the Lazarus pit because it said that the Lazarus pit could resurrect people, and he'd never tried it before. After his thousands of years of using it. Yeah. No, I think it could be a very good storyline for a movie. It's not something you're just going to bust out with right off the bat. You're going to have to establish these characters. Like, okay, you don't have to establish Batman to do a Batman movie.
but remember,
Right.
with Jason,
You don't even have to
have Batman
establish.
anyways.
You don't even have to establish Robin to have Robin be in that movie. You don't have to establish Joker. However, for movie-going audiences, you do have to establish who Red Hood is before you introduce him. You have to have had Jason Todd in at least one other movie before you do a Red Hood storyline.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're going to, and I think this would be a mistake and would make for a bad movie, you're going to spend a decent chunk, like a third of a movie's runtime, doing flashbacks and trying to cram the flashbacks and that storyline into a Red Hood movie, which is just going to suck. So I don't think you do that.
Right.
I don't think it would be good. But anyway, let's see. What are you guys saying? I don't know. Again, if y'all have topics out there in the chat, please drop them in, because there's no topics tonight. We're not really talking about gun, politics. If y'all got gun questions or anything like that, or throw it in the chat. Geek stuff. I don't care. It's 4th of July. We're just sitting here having fun. So if y'all got, just pop it up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't give a shit at this point. So. Although Scott has a great thing here. Still waiting for Batman Beyond. Yeah.
Well, that's
and that's the thing, because and I will say, because Batman Beyond, whether you watched it or not, because it was a TV show and it was known, it's a known property. You know what I mean? You can just do a Batman Beyond movie without any backstory. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Batman Beyond, especially nowadays, because most everybody in their 30s and 40s remembers Batman Beyond as a kid or a teenager. So you can just do that movie, and you don't really have to establish anything. If you just wanted to fucking bust out with a Batman Beyond movie without going through anything else, you could totally fucking do that, because everybody knows who that character is, whether you've read a comic book or not.
Well, you could do a Batman Beyond movie and just do it, just the beginning arc of, Terry McGinnis becoming Batman Beyond.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can do it. You don't have to do a Batman movie. You don't have to establish Bruce Wayne. Everybody already knows who Bruce Wayne is. Everybody already knows the kind of general idea and synopsis of what Batman Beyond is, because again, if you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, like, who the fuck Batman Beyond is. Even if you never watched the show, you know who it is, and you know the basic understanding of what that show was.
Batman,
you don't have to explain anything. Red Hood is completely different.
Right.
There is a lot of people, most people don't know who the fuck Red Hood is, and would have no idea. And if you just did a Red Hood movie, and then they were revealed that, oh, it's Jason Todd, people will be like, who the fuck is Jason Todd? You know what I mean? So, dude, most of your average moviegoers don't even know Robin's name, or the fact that there's been six Robins, I think, because we've got Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim
Drake,
Damian Wayne,
Stephanie Brown,
yeah.
And then what was the other chick's name? Stephanie Brown's the one that went on to be Spoiler, but then there's the other chick that I don't remember her name. Anyway, there's been a lot of Robins, and most people don't know any of their names unless you've actually read comics or watched the old Batman the Animated Series or something like that. Most people don't know Tim Drake is the best Robin, because fuck Jason Todd.
I like Dick.
You're not a fan of Dick Grayson?
Dick Grayson is good, but Dick Grayson was a much better character as Nightwing than as Robin. Like, Dick Grayson became a good character when he grew up and went on his own and became a separate character than Robin. As far as the best Robin, Tim Drake's still the best Robin. Tim Drake was the most capable Robin. He was the only Robin who became Robin because he was as good, at least, of a detective as fucking Batman was. And he fucking figured out Bruce Wayne was Batman and found the Batcave.
Yep.
So, Tim Drake's the best Robin. Just my opinion. Sith, what do you think? Who's the best Robin?
Tim Drake.
Thank you. Thank you.
Suck up.
I would
It's
say
not fucking up when you're right. Just common sense.
if I had a nickel for every time that the best in the team was the guy with the bow staff, I would have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happens twice because Donnie's the best turtle too.
Well,
No.
Yeah.
No.
Donnie is the best turtle.
Donnie is a solid number 2 after Raphael.
Mm.
As a kid, I was a fan of Leonardo. Grown up, Raphael.
I was more of a fan of Michelangelo.
DJ Mikey.
Mikey's the worst one.
I know.
You just like him because y'all share a name.
It's true. It's true.
For those that don't know, Night Strike's real name is Michelangelo.
No, it's Michael.
Anyway. Thank you, Lace Anarchy. He says, lies, it's Raph. That's right. Goddamn right.
Now I will say, most of the time in like media, Raph has got the best portrayal. Especially like the 2012 TMNT movie. Raph was by far the best character in that. But
I think Raphael's been the best character since the comic books. I think he was the best character in the comics. He was always the central character in the comics. While not the central character, I thought he was the best character in the original animated series, which I was a huge fan of. He was by far the central character and the best character in those live action movies. And I'm not talking about those fucking Michael Bay pieces of shit. I'm talking about the real live action movies.
The real ones.
Raphael has been, well, I think honestly, Raphael has been the central character more often than not. Most of the iterations of Ninja Turtles focus heavily on Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael
Not
was
all
like
of
the
them, but most.
Wolverine, while Cyclops was like Leonardo.
Yes, exactly.
Same and stuff like that. And
so
You know what?
I like Ninja Turtles. I'm not.
Donatello was like Beast. Mikey was like, I don't know. Who could I say?
I guess I should say I always associated with Donnie more because he was the nerd. So
Wow. He's my number 2. My order is Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo.
Ooh.
Oh, Scott 79.
Oh, Scott.
Come on, we all know Big Titty April O'Neil was the best one.
Yeah, but you know,
Besides the point.
that's cheating. So
She's not a turtle.
Wait, does anybody remember from the 90s the awful live action Turtles show that came on WB and then introduced like a female turtle to the group?
Oh yeah. No, I have memories of seeing like an episode or two, but it came out at a point in time when I was already like 16, 17 years old, something like that. So I wasn't really like watching that shit anymore. I remember it was, what is it? Venus de Milo was her name, I think.
I don't know. I just remember it being on Saturdays and watching it.
Yeah. I think her name was Venus de Milo, and it was an awful show. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah. Really bad.
I think they've done. Don't they have another one now? Isn't there another female Ninja Turtle? It's not Venus de Milo, but they did it again, like in some TV show or something.
I have no idea.
I think there is another one. So I don't fucking know. I don't know who it is because I haven't watched any of the newer TV shows or read any of the comics or any of that stuff. But I think there is another female Ninja Turtle. So anyway,
did I just hear a tornado siren go off in somebody's background?
That's what it sounded like, isn't it?
I know it was a motorcycle in my background that just went
Oh,
by.
maybe that's what it was. It sounded like a fucking tornado siren winding up.
Oh. Somebody's doing
Well, apparently the rumors are true. Helldivers 2 is finally coming to Xbox.
Still haven't played the first one.
Look,
right.
Or any of Oh, you know what I did yesterday after we got off the chat? I bought Oblivion on Steam.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Here we go.
Actually, I'm updating my copy right now while we're sitting here.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna have any time to like actually sit down and play it very often, but I got it on Steam.
I'm pretty sure sometime in the next few days I'm gonna get a message from you, Matt, saying for me to go fuck myself.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Well, it is your fault.
it is your fault. It's
Yeah.
totally your fault.
Okay, look, I'm sorry if I took a page out of Darth Sidious's playbook. Do it.
Show no mercy.
I mean, if you just focus on the main story, it won't be too bad.
Oh,
No.
but that's the sad thing. The world is so beautiful now. You want to explore and see everything.
All right, let's see.
I'm just gonna go get Game Pass and download it.
Yeah. Man, never mind. I haven't played my Xbox in like 2 months.
Ghost Shadow says, "Did you see the flooding in Texas? A group of kids at a campground are missing." I have not seen
I've
that.
heard of that.
Yeah, I saw it right before you sent out the invites. 6 are dead and like 20 girls are missing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Search for missing after at least 13 killed in Texas flood.
Yes,
20
said
camp,
13 dead.
13 dead.
23 missing.
Huh. Huh. I hadn't heard anything about that. Okay. I don't know where Kerr County is.
I think it's northwest.
It's
of
in
San
Texas.
Antonio.
I mean, I get that. Like on a map, where is that? That is northwest of San Antonio. Okay.
I just said that. Because I'm looking at the article right here, and it said it's at the camping question was Camp Mystic. 750 kids
Yeah.
were staying there for summer camp, and the flooding has gotten so bad that it flooded the camp.
All right. Okay, let's see. Lily says they already got the signs up for the Gator Trail.
Gator Trash. Yeah, you heard about that, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, how the demo, how they're comparing it to like Auschwitz and all that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Democrats harp on that, but why don't we just throw about the what was it, the Asian internment camps during World War II that they did themselves? Because
Yep.
you know, because
FDR.
because remember the government that put in the NFA and ran the government during World War II was all controlled by the Democrats. They had the Senate, the House, and the presidency. People forget about that shit. But the Democrats did the whole Asian internment camp thing.
Dude, the only reason they jumped on this fucking bandwagon is because of the fucking name. It is just that fucking Alligator Alcatraz is just a fucking detention facility like fucking dozens and dozens and dozens of other detention facilities around the fucking country. Like it's no different. We have tons of detention facilities in Texas that are no different. This one just happens to be like, because it's a detention facility that's on an island in fucking Florida. That's it. That's just where they built it. They didn't fucking like. It's just fucking retarded.
Yep.
It's because it fucking has the name Alligator Alcatraz. That's it. Oh, this is something new and no, it's not any different. We got fucking detention facilities, fucking where I lived in Texas, like just fucking stupid shit. So
look what Lele Sanders he said. Alaska says they want to make a bear Alcatraz. He says I want to call it Polar Trash.
Why not?
Do they get a lot of illegal aliens in Alaska?
I don't think so.
No, because it's too cold.
I mean, unless you're getting lots of illegal Canadians.
I think all Canadians are illegal, so.
Actually, they're getting a lot of Samoans. I guess looking for work.
I thought Samoa was rather hot, not cold.
Yeah, but that's where a lot of them are going towards. Alaska.
Let's see. Alcatraz.
You go where the work is at. Yeah.
Jared out there says historical facts are racist. I mean, if they're Democrat, they are. It's true. They actually legitimately are racist.
They are. 100%.
Because Democrats are racist. So
they are. Closet racist, too.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Let's see. What else is going on in the world? I don't even see anything. I'm looking at the news. Everything's about the big, beautiful bill.
Signing.
Has he signed it yet? I can't tell. Oh, yeah, he did sign it. He just signed it.
He hasn't.
I think he just signed it while we've been fucking doing the show.
I heard he signed it before we got on.
I don't know. I think you're lying. I think you're a liar.
No, you don't. You secretly love me. I know you do.
Oh, I do. But you're still a liar.
No, I'm not.
Not gonna say it. He double loves you when you have that blue dress on, Night Strike.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
The one you conveniently just never got. What?
I really didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I seriously didn't get
I'm
it.
sure I believe you. Yeah. Yeah.
I really didn't get it.
I know you didn't get it at all. That's such a shame. What else is going on? Anything else? Oh.
Is it sad to say that I finally got to see one of those new stripper clip feeding Kel-Tecs, and I kind of want one?
You got to see a stripper?
No, a stripper clip feeding Kel-Tec. That 5.7. I forget what it's called. I think it's the PR57.
It's Kel-Tec's 5.7 pistol that uses stripper clips instead of detachable magazines.
Why?
I guess they want to go back to 100 years ago.
Well, you could say it's a 5.7 you could own in California.
Hey, firefighter.
Because it doesn't have a detachable magazine. So
yeah, but doesn't it still have to be on the fucking list?
Firefighter, you hear that? That's what a 5.7 sounds like for PSA.
Yeah. Don't rub it in my face that you have the 5.7 rock and I don't.
I have the rock because I want to rock.
I want to rock right now.
I'm a beast and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone. Yes. And we're the only two people that know that fucking song, by the way. Yeah. You know how many people I have just fucking shocked?
Yes.
Since I have moved here? Especially guys I've worked with. Because, okay, let's be real. Flint, there's a lot of black people in Flint. I work with quite a few black people.
Shocking.
Right? And when they hear how much I know about like fucking rap music and shit, they always look at me funny because I'm the white guy that moved from Texas, and I guess they just all assumed I liked country music or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gotten to the point. There's one of my friends at work, and he's younger. He's in his late 20s, right? He's like a little old. He's like a year or two older than my son. I think he's like 28. He's a couple years older than my son, and we were having a whole conversation. It was me and him and two of the nurses, the registration nurses from the ER, both of which are black. And we started talking about black comedians. And first of all, I'm sorry, but Bernie Mac is overrated. Okay? Especially if you're going to come up to me just because you're 28 years old and say Bernie Mac is better than Red Fox or Richard Pryor. You're fucking retarded.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
Hell no. What about Cat Williams?
Cat Williams is great. He's still not better than Richard Pryor, though.
No, he's not.
But so Cliff was going off. That's my friend's name. And he was going off and talking about fucking, all this shit. And I was telling him he was wrong. And then I can't remember what happened. Somehow the conversation of Roots got brought up. And he said, well, I've never seen Roots. And I looked at him and went, you've never seen Roots? He's like, no. I was like, you mean No Kunta Kinte? And he's like, what? And at that moment, both of the fucking registration nurses looked at him and went, you're not black, are you? And then we started talking about cooking and all this shit. And we were talking about, fucking talking about how I cook and the music I listen to and all this shit. And both of them looked at Cliff and went, Matt's blacker than you by a lot. And we're like, you're goddamn right I am.
So does that mean you have the you know what card now?
I have been given it. I have not used it. And I'm not going to use it.
Oh boy.
No, I've only been offered it once, and I respect my black friends too much to ever have cashed it in.
It was given to me, and I was like, thank you. I don't think I'll be using this. Mr. Knife says, do you still have the SIG Nightmare 1911? Yes, I do. It's right there. You can't see it because it's up above my monitor up here, but it's right there, right next to my 357 and my Beretta. Those are the three pistols that I kind of have out on display. But I still have it. It's right there. Favorite handgun.
I got my Springfield 1911 on my hip right now.
Well, it's a Springfield, so it doesn't count.
Yep.
Look, I bought it from a friend who passed from cancer, so no Springfield got monies.
All right, fine.
Well, hold on, Matt. If it's an original Springfield, and not the company Springfield, it would count.
Then it would count, yes.
Is it a original Springfield?
No, it's the backstabbing one.
Then it doesn't count.
It does count.
But like I said, I bought it off of a friend who later passed from cancer.
Well, good on you.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to wind this one down. We're about ready to. I got like a movie marathon. My daughter wants to watch some stuff for July 4th. So
I gotta go throw some steaks on the grill.
we've got. I don't know. She wants to watch. Fuck, I forget what. There's like 3 movies she wants to watch tonight. Anyway, I can't remember what all they are. So I've got to go do a July 4th movie marathon with my daughters. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the evening. We will do a geek chat tomorrow night. So I'll get that posted up at some point tomorrow. So if you guys want to come, this has basically been a fucking geek chat, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's just a continuation of the other chats we've been having.
That's true.
Yesterday too.
It's because there's just not a lot of political or gun news right now.
TGC News just did, like right before we started the chat, they released a video about a whole bunch of new guns that were announced at GunCon last weekend.
Good. I'm glad the Gay Collective did that.
Yes.
The Gay Collective. I don't like them. I refuse to watch their shit. Mostly because of fucking what's his face. I don't know what he goes by now. His channel name used to be Chaos 311 Clarity. His name's John.
Yeah, that would be John Patton.
Yeah, the fat bearded one. The one who straight up told me back in 2013 that he only got into guns and doing gun videos to make money off of the gun community. Like, he straight up told me that after a chat. He like straight fucking told me that. He was a car channel on YouTube. He did car videos, unsuccessfully, by the way. And then after Sandy Hook saw all these gun channels blowing up, didn't know jack shit about guns or gun laws, and decided to fucking start doing gun videos so he could make money. He straight up fucking told me this. So, yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck him then. Yep. Fuck him.
Anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys mañana. Don't enjoy your weekend. Have some fun for the 4th. Go pop some fireworks, whatever the fuck you want to do. Go shoot a gun in the air. Just be safe about it. Like, well, I don't know. Shoot some targets. Don't shoot it in the air. How about that?
Yeah.
Let me scratch that.
I was about to say,
Shoot some targets. Don't shoot it in the air. But we'll see you guys later. Deuces, yo, shout out, P and Fridge, all that good shit. Y'all have fun, motherfuckers.